Hey, thanks for coming back to Pastor and Professor. For
Or-
those of you who have been with us before,
Or maybe it's your first time.
yeah.
Right.
Maybe.
And thank you for coming.
Yeah. Maybe you heard. You got to listen to these two guys. I can't believe they've been on for.
I know.
This will be week 55.
It might be painful, but you got to do this.
Yeah.
I mean, everybody's had somebody in their family who, if you're at a restaurant or something, takes a bite of it and says, "Oh, this is terrible. Here, you got to
Try it. Yeah. Oh, this milk is
This
spoiled.
oil here, you gotta try it.
Smell that.
Yeah, try that. Why do we feel compelled to do that? But everyone has somebody in the family.
Yep.
But we've been moving through the Psalms with different categories, and this is a great category: creation.
Right.
We could say a few things about God's creation, and maybe a few things from His creation being said to us.
Right. Yeah. So kind of first article focus.
Right.
Right.
Exactly.
We believe in God the Father Almighty, the maker of heaven and earth, and all things visible and invisible. Everything.
A little
Everything.
"How Great Thou Art" comes
Yeah,
to mind,
yeah.
or "Beautiful Savior."
Oh, sure.
Those
Yeah,
hymns
yeah,
that focus on, wow,
Yeah.
this is fantastic.
It's now that we are able to go deeper in the ocean with cameras and that,
Oh,
and then we come
yeah.
back and say, "Oh, look we found a new fish," and God says, "Well, actually, I kind of knew it was there
It's
all
been
along."
there a long time.
Yeah.
And it's one weird, ugly looking
That
thing
is.
anyway.
It's
just
creepiest thing.
didn't come up on the shore and go,
yeah,
oh,
yeah.
ish.
Or
No.
they now have these giant squids.
Oh, really?
And
okay.
Yeah, and
We have
they're-
found these.
Oh, they're huge, and
Ish.
it was. I don't know if it was on National Geographic, but they said, all of these stories from the 1700s of sailing ships with giant squids. And those were nice fairy tales.
Yeah.
Well, maybe not.
Maybe
Yeah,
they
yeah,
actually.
yeah.
Ooh.
But God's saying, yeah, I know I put them there.
Yeah, exactly. And most of the time, thank you, they're way down.
Yes, yeah.
If I look at the Lake Michigan,
Sure.
I see the beauty.
And what's under there?
I don't have to see that. Yeah, no. Are there dead fish and old tires? I'm sure there are.
Yeah,
but that's fine. They can just stay down there.
Yeah.
I really don't need them.
No.
Yeah. So we're doing Psalm 8, which is just the right length. It's
Yeah.
not
We're at-
terrible
what is it,
long.
9?
9 verses.
9 verses.
I don't know. Do you want to do 1 to 4? Are they kind of
Let me do that.
yeah? Because then we're
Yeah,
starting
yeah.
a question in 3 and 4. Maybe we
Yep.
should do those
Okay.
together.
So, Psalm 8 from the ESV. O Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth. You have set your glory above the heavens. Out of the mouths of babies and infants, you have established strength because of your foes, to still the enemy and the avenger. When I look at your heavens, the work of your fingers, the moon and the stars, which you have set in place, what is man that you are mindful of him, or the Son of Man that you care for him?
Isn't that a great thing? It's a wonderful beginning.
It is.
Last time we did the Messianic Psalms, and it's conflict right away.
Yep.
Nations raging and trying to cast God off. This is different. David is, maybe just on a beautiful starlit
Yeah,
night, no light pollution in his time.
Correct.
He is like, wow, this is really great.
Yep.
I think we could all run to this psalm and say, yeah.
Yeah, in apologetics, which means how do we stand up for our faith, how do you know there is a God? Well, one way is creation.
Go out and look.
I mean, when you look at it, how could this be an accident?
Just an exit. Yeah, exactly.
How did this just happen?
Yeah.
Even more and more scientists now are leaning toward the idea that, well, something got it going.
Something.
And they might call it intelligent design.
Whatever you want.
Yeah.
And not only got it going, but continues that. It
Yes.
also continues.
Yep.
That it doesn't just, and we were talking about this in the past, it's not a clock that once was wound is now winding down.
Yeah.
No, but he sustains
There's creation,
this world.
preservation,
Yeah.
right? Provision.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
I was waiting for you to keep on the alliterative train.
Yeah.
There you go. Oh, it's a beautiful thing. I was practicing my sermon for this Sunday and actually hit on alliteration. And I thought, I am having a Randy Rush moment.
I can't wait.
Yeah, well, here's the problem. As you know, I don't.
You don't want to be like Randy Ross.
No,
is
the problem is I don't write down my sermons. You know that. I
Oh,
practice them.
right.
So, what do you think the chances are that I will
That you're going to hit on that
remember
again?
and deliver that? No, I wouldn't put money on that if I were
No.
you. I did have a moment though. Maybe at the end on Sunday I'll say, I did have a Randy Ross moment here.
But
I'm sorry,
thank
I can't
goodness
remember.
I missed it.
I missed it, and I cannot remember what it was. Oh, anyway. But no, this is a wonderful start. Oh, Lord,
Yeah.
our Lord. Also, it's, oh, Lord. Okay, I'm recognizing there's a great and creative God. And then I get to step into his realm, our Lord. Who are you, Lord? I am the God of Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Wouldn't that be a sort of a ourness?
Right.
And
Yep,
I'm
yep.
in that line also by faith.
Yeah, so for the rest of you people who worship Baal
Yeah.
or whatever, no. This
No.
is all about our God.
Yeah, and your God, Baal, had Zippo
Yeah.
to do.
Because he ain't.
No, we asked him to bring down fire,
Yeah.
gave him all day, nothing.
Nothing.
Nothing. Then Elijah gets up and one little prayer and boom-o. Yeah.
Everything's consumed.
I always love that line. And the people said, the God who answers with fire, he is God. And the people said, yes. Right.
Yeah.
Doesn't that make perfect sense?
It does.
So here we also have the non-moment. We have the internal creation of he who makes these things, he is God. And we ought to be nodding our head saying, yeah,
Of course.
that's what it makes.
And I do like your glories above the heavens, how glorious the heavens are. But the only reason the heavens are glorious is because they have been created by one who is
Beyond
glorious.
that.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. You see these wonderful pictures of the Milky Way or other galaxies.
yeah.
But then think of God just saying, that's like a sand table that I've been playing with.
Oh, sure.
And you're impressed by the sand castle or something
Yeah,
that
yeah.
I made. That's nice. You didn't think that just happened, did
Yeah.
you? No, I'm beyond that.
More impressive than the art is the artist.
Nicely put.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So we look and we say, ooh, look at that. Almost looks like a photograph. That Norman Rockwell,
Oh, he is the man.
he's something.
You're making me think that if you go to an art gallery, not that I do that very often, but you're looking at some painting, and the artist comes strolling up.
Yeah.
Who are you going to talk to? Who are you going to focus on? The painting or the man who made it or woman who made
Yeah,
it?
yeah.
Well, I hope you say, well, the painting's nice, but oh my
Yeah.
gosh.
Talk to me about why did
This
you
is-
paint that? How did you
Yeah.
paint that?
And just what's going on.
Yeah.
And, I'm no connoisseur of painting, but let's have, I don't know, Rembrandt show up.
Yeah.
I think I'd rather talk to him.
I would too. And if Picasso comes, you say, what in tarnation is that?
Exactly. And at this point,
Did you show up in the scene of an auto accident? What
and my knowledge of art is done, so I better go on. I could tell you a few things about Model T Fords, but I won't go there.
You do know that people who love art had just tuned out.
They have.
Yeah.
Well, I'm going to tell you a Model T story, though, that fits this. All right. The Model T wasn't running very well one day, and I was frustrated. I came in for lunch. It was the day off, and no, it just wasn't running very well. And our daughter Christy was maybe 7 or 8, and I was complaining that the Model T doesn't run well. But then I said, maybe in heaven, Model T will behave. It'll run the way it's supposed to. And Christy said right away, Dad, there are no Model Ts in heaven. I said, oh, really? Well, why not? She said, well, because Model Ts never die. Isn't that a good line?
Oh, I like that.
That is cute.
Oh.
Yeah.
And that's from a
It's
little.
from the mouth of babes and infants. That just led us to verse 2.
I've always thought Christy was very intelligent.
She is very intelligent.
Theologically
and creatively.
astute.
And creative.
Yes.
Not that we're barring the doors.
No.
Heaven wouldn't be heaven if we had to have that thing,
Yeah, no, they're not.
No. But no, it's just they'll never die. I like that. So
Because I learned that on My Mother the Car. If you remember that show
Yes.
with Jerry Van Dyke.
Oh my goodness! Oh, now 2 of our listeners are saying, "Oh yeah, boy, these guys are old. That they remember that." Why don't we have
And pathetic.
what was the talking horse? Ed,
Mr. Ed.
Mr. Ed. Why don't I? But notice here, we've got glory above the heavens, and then boom, babes and infants.
Let's go all the way down to the.
And we're going to see that again later in the
Yes.
same thing. We're going
Yep.
to go to the heights, and then we're going down to the thing.
Yep.
But out of the mouth of babes and infants. So is there a time when the faith of a child is set above all of our other theological expressions? A child who just earnestly knows Jesus loves me.
And Jesus put a child in the midst of them, right?
Unless
right?
you become like this. Where
Kingdom of God belongs to such as these.
This is it. And isn't that one of the reasons we love that? You think about stained glass windows.
Yeah.
If you said to a congregation, "Hey, we got 8 openings. What do you want?" I'm going to tell you what they want. They want the Good Shepherd.
Yep.
And they want Jesus with the little children.
Yep.
They've got to have those.
Those are the 2 biggies.
They are. In fact, you could do those 3 times over.
Probably.
And people will be happy with you. No, but we love that. It's because of the children. And then, on the other hand, swing the pendulum, you've established strength because of your foes, enemies, and avengers. So we have little children who believe in you and say the most wonderful, and they mean it, earnest things. On the other hand, I'm thinking VBS children, summer VBS kids. But he has strength versus foes, enemies and avengers. Let them try. They're not going to do it. And also, he's going to protect those children from the avengers.
Yeah. So we went from the weakest of the world to the strongest, most cunning.
Right. Those
The
who
foes.
would be the strongest. Yeah.
Yeah.
As they see themselves, they are the enemies and avengers.
Yeah.
And if they can't reach us, they can't reach God, they would take it out on the weak, but he stands for them.
Yes.
I'll watch them. I'll guard
Yep.
on them. Yeah.
And if this guy made everything, can you trust him to be able to be powerful enough to take care of our foes? I think so.
I think so.
Yeah.
Psalm 121. I lift up my eyes to the hills, from whence comes my help. My help comes from the Lord who made
guy who
heavens
made
and
that.
earth. And he never sleeps.
Yeah.
He never slumbers.
Yeah.
So he can make all this, but then when you're finally tired and you're saying, "Oh, I don't know, maybe I got to try to hold things together," he says, "You know what? I'll take care of this. I can still do this. You go to sleep as though you were holding the world together. I'll do that."
Yeah.
And that's what we have here. Enemies and avengers, I'm going to take care of that.
Yeah.
But then verse 3, we go from the dastardly evil to the boop. We're going back up to the heavens.
Yeah. When I the work of your fingers. I like fingers. In other words, it didn't take a lot to get. I didn't. God didn't say, "Oh, I got to rest on the 7th day. I'm exhausted. Back's killing me."
It took me 23 hours, 59 minutes. I just made it in.
It's just a killer. But if we do something with our fingers, it doesn't seem to be. We have I can do it sitting down. I can do it while I'm watching TV.
Right. Exactly. It's like those wonderful women. I just was at a district convention, and I've always admired the women who come to a district convention. Let's face it, it's not that thrilling in all of its parts. We're waiting for the voting panel to come up so we can push a little button. Who are knitting or crocheting,
and
they can do it. They can do it, and it's beautiful, and it's just in their fingers. I picture God saying, "Oh, I can do this." And
we need
creation wants.
We need some stars. Boing.
Boom, and then I'll arrange them again. Yeah, that looks good. And I'll put them in motion. No, I'm sure right at this moment, God is saying, "Boys, it wasn't like that at all." But
doofuses.
we're trying to give you credit that by your power, it is not arduous. I do this. I do not weary. I do not slumber.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we go from the work of your fingers to the biggest things you and I can imagine, the moon and stars. Oh my goodness, it's big. And then that one makes verse 4 then just a natural thought of David. He's standing under the stars and he looks at all that, and then
I'm a little speck that stands on top of a little speck.
Yes.
In a vast, ever-expanding universe.
Exactly. Swirling and twirling in our own little orbit.
Yeah.
Amongst the millions. Why would you think of me?
Scientists say that the universe is ever expanding.
Okay.
The heavens declare the glory of God.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Right? Is that 19?
Well, here.
So the heavens declare the glory of God. Right?
Gosh, you're good. 19:1. And the sky proclaims his handiwork.
So if the heavens declare the glory of God, and the heavens are ever expanding, God's glory is ever expanding.
Yeah. As you think, even in terms of, and this is rough, heaven is expanded in that people are going to heaven.
Yeah.
Your mom and my mom are in heaven
Yep.
right now.
Yep.
What a nice thought.
Yeah.
Talking together.
Saying, oh,
You
look
know?
at those two.
Right, exactly. Your mom is giving fashion tips to my mom, how you can, trim out that robe or whatever and such. And my mom is telling her stories.
And your mom saying, did you try this dessert recipe? This is
That would be-
amazing.
right. And then they're asking each other, do you know my son? And then,
Yeah.
oh, yeah.
Yeah.
How's he doing? Well, he's okay, yeah. That's all they want to hear. Yeah, they'll be fine. They'll be up here eventually.
Yeah, this also reminds me of, hey, Job, where were you when I
yes.
set up the foundation of the earth?
Yeah.
Where were you when I set the stars in place and
Exactly.
the angels sang with joy?
And then he says, tell me, for surely you know.
Oh, yeah.
There's
I
an
like that.
attitude there. Boy, there's an edge to that one.
I love that. A little
Exactly.
sarcasm
Yeah,
in there.
yeah, you know, because
gosh.
you guys have been yakking for
You
days
got-
and days, questioning what's going on in heaven.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
tell me about heaven.
Yeah.
Well, you tell me. Yeah, I always love that. One question. I got one question for you. Oh, that's never good.
No.
No.
Again, it's Columbo.
Yes.
One more thing.
One more thing coming back. Oh, we just watched another one. You know what? In that Columbo, she didn't die. The bad guy kidnapped someone. She was nigh on to death, and Columbo saved her. We didn't actually have the murder.
Really?
It was wonderful. Wonderful. I know. I kept waiting. Well, I didn't keep waiting for her to die, but I mean, gosh, when you watch a Columbo, somebody's dead in the first 10 minutes.
So I want to
15.
know, what's Columbo, who's part of Homicide, doing with the Major Crimes Division?
It was the just married bride who got kidnapped of his nephew. He was at the wedding, and so he stayed on. And in 24 hours, he found her. And I think the bad guy was no more.
Someone had to go.
Someone had to die because it's Columbo. Or like Murder, She Wrote, somebody has to die, and then we end up and we're all smiling and happy. And
Yeah, because it wasn't nearly Murder, She Wrote.
oh, golly, it's always good. Anyway, so yes, I am nothing. Oh my goodness, why would you ever look for me? Well, how about you want to take her home?
Sure. 5 to 9, right?
Yep, that's
Okay.
what we got left.
Yeah, you have made him a little lower than the heavenly beings and crowned him with glory and honor. You have given him dominion over the works of your hands. You put all things under his feet, all sheep and oxen, and also the beasts of the field, the birds of the heavens and the fish of the sea, whatever passes along the paths of the seas. O Lord, our Lord, how majestic is your name in all the earth.
Isn't that nice? As we began, so we
Bookends.
end.
Bookends.
Let's
Yep.
say it again. It's so good. We'll say it again. And you and I have done that in 1,000 sermons, where
Yeah.
you've got a theme. You say it at the beginning,
Yep.
but it's rich enough to unfold in parts.
Yep.
And then you just bring her home.
Yep.
Say
Yep.
it one more time.
I remember old pastor, my vicarage, so we're talking 1979, 1980, whatever. Preaching, he said, here's the key.
Okay.
Tell them what you want to tell them, and then tell them what you told them.
Exactly. And if it's good, it's good news.
It works out.
How majestic is the name of God?
Yeah.
Well, yeah.
I'll tell you how majestic it is.
To say that says, you got to tell me more.
Well, and then at the end he said, see, I told you.
It was. Yeah.
It's how majestic, yeah.
And allowing for also that somebody might sort of drift away during
Oh,
the
yeah.
middle.
Yeah,
Well,
yeah,
no
yeah,
problem.
yeah.
We'll bring them back at the end.
Yeah.
So they can say something. It's like 8th graders, confirmation kids doing their sermon notes.
Yeah.
And it's kind of cute. And
What was the sermon about? About 16 minutes.
That about it.
My
God,
favorite-
God was in there somewhere.
My favorite was, kind of like give the high points of the sermon or whatever.
Right.
And it was all about the illustration.
Oh, sure.
And that's all it was.
And they'll draw the illustration. I mean,
Oh,
for
yeah.
mine, they'll
Oh,
draw
oh,
my show
okay,
and tell.
okay.
If I use
Yeah.
the plate, they'll
Yeah.
draw the plate.
Yeah.
It's not enough to say there was a plate. No.
Yeah. So mine would be like, a fireman rescued someone
Right.
from a burning building. Jesus rescues us from
Right.
that. What was it about? About a fireman who saved someone from a burning building.
Right, and here I've got the building, I've got the smoke, and I got the fire, I got
Oh,
the
yeah.
fire hose guy.
Oh, yeah,
it's
yeah,
fantastic.
yeah,
I even
yeah.
colored it in.
Sure. And I gave him an A in art.
It's good. Oh, anyway, it's all fun. So, David's feeling really small, right?
Yes.
I'm nothing.
Yep.
And yet, verse 5, we start to go up. in a way. You made him a little lower, but wait, than the heavenly beings and crowned him with glory and honor. Instead of being crushed, wouldn't it be easy for God in verse 5 to say, after I said, what is man that you're mindful of him? And God could just storm in and say, you're right. You are lower than low. You are, in fact, I'm not even going to talk to you. And David could have said, that's what I expected. I mean, I got nothing. I'm nothing. And yet, what have you done? You've lifted me up.
Yeah. Yeah. You've given him dominion.
Yes.
Which harkens back to the creation.
Right.
Right.
Right. Right.
I have dominion.
Right.
And the whole idea of dominion really is to lead from beneath. It's a servant leader, I think we would say today.
Okay.
Right?
Yeah.
So God says, I need you to be my partner. We're going to be in a co-mission.
Exactly.
I create, and one of the ways that I continue to care for this creation, I need you to partner with me.
Isn't that beautiful?
Yeah.
I want you to be with me.
Yeah. It's kind of like when mom says to the big sister, okay, we need to feed that baby. Do you want to hold that baby and you want to hold the bottles? Oh, yeah.
Man,
I love
it.
this. Does mom really need...
No.
No. I want you to be a part of this joy and this excitement.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yeah. On a nice summer day, I know this sounds a little Tom Sawyer whitewashing the fence, but Dad says to 8-year-old son, hey, we're going to go paint the shed out there.
Yeah.
You know,
Yep.
Dad does not really need help.
No.
You could do this.
No.
But you got the little guy out there. He's got more paint on himself.
Yeah.
So make sure he's wearing the oldest clothes so mom doesn't care. And but he made a few strokes. And...
Years ago, I had the neighbor boy that came over and wanted to help paint the garage.
Okay.
I got him a bucket with water and a brush. And he painted that whole backside of the garage.
Knock yourself out, kid.
All
and I
excited.
bet it looked, to his mind, it looked brighter.
Oh, he was all happy.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Water, that's good. That's a good one. That was fun. I like that. So you've given us dominion, put things under his feet. And now, in verses 7 and following, I like the detail. So God could have just said, I have put creation under your control or, care. I've put creation under your care. Done.
Yeah.
So why does he enjoy giving us all the details in 7 and 8?
I like the whole idea that he kind of identifies the different days of the creation.
Oh, I didn't think of that.
He has the fish and the birds on day 5. Well, the stars and the sun and the moon on 4.
Right.
And then 5, and we get the fish and the birds, and then 6 we get the beasts of the field and every living thing that creeps upon the earth.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
And then there was me in there too.
It's like you build a house, and then there's the move-in day. It's great to have the house creation.
Yep.
Looks kind of empty. We should bring stuff in here.
Days 1, 2, and 3.
Right, yeah. And it's nice that the house is up, but let's fill it.
Yeah.
And I just think about if you were a happy serving angel to watch the creation unfold, because I'm sure within the limits of an angel's ability and understanding, even the angel must have gone, wow, whoa, look at that. The duck-billed platypus. Wow, didn't see that one coming.
and then it's like, okay, you really think he's going to go ahead and do humans?
Yeah.
Because this is going to be a headache.
Right. And really, do we need anything more? This is looking pretty good here.
It looks really nice.
We've got a little, circle and these feed on these, and we could keep it going.
Yeah.
Yeah. And if you can keep galaxies going, you can keep Wild Kingdom.
Yeah.
Was that the old show? Or was it Animal? No, Wild Kingdom.
Wild Kingdom.
Yeah.
With
Mutual of Omaha.
Mutual of Omaha's Wild Kingdom.
There were 2 guys. There was the older guy.
Jim. Jim was the young guy.
Young guy who always had the snake
and then,
in his hands.
The one guy,
Marlon Perkins.
Marlon Perkins would say, now watch Jim wrestle that crocodile. Marlon Perkins never got his hands dirty.
No.
I think it was Jim. Well, look at that boa constrictor. Jim's turning a different shade of purple right now.
But anything could be turned into, and that's how it is with Mutual of Omaha Insurance.
yes.
Whatever, I don't care what.
Yeah. No. Now, right now, we hope that Jim's wife had insurance.
And if it was from Mutual of Omaha,
Mutual of
we'll pay
Omaha.
on this, no
Oh,
problem.
yeah.
We've got a clause.
Yeah.
Death by boa constrictor.
Yeah.
It's in there.
We have a clause. So does the bear that's wrestling Jim right now.
Oh, that was great. All right. Well, anyway, so we've got this empty house, and God is filling it.
Yeah.
And the love of detail.
Yeah.
I mean, it's just like all this is under your feet.
Don't you wonder? Creation is perfect.
Right.
And now God says, I want to create humans, and he's going to do it in a more personal way.
Right.
Don't you wonder if Lucifer doesn't come and say, no, don't do it.
Don't do it.
You're going to mess creation.
Yeah.
Don't do it.
Right, because if you've already made creation,
Yeah.
then you also have the tree
Yeah.
of good and evil. You've
Yeah,
got
yeah.
that in there.
Yeah.
You know, and there's a little insight. There's trouble there, but God says, I know. I know what I'm doing.
We don't really know what the rebellion was about,
No.
do we?
No.
No.
I
We
think
can speculate.
Right.
Yeah.
It's inherent in the offer of Genesis 3. You'll be like God, knowing
Yeah.
good and evil.
Yeah.
So in some way, it's not enough for Lucifer to be an angel.
I want to be like him. And if I
Exactly.
can't beat God, I'm gonna capture what he loves the most.
Yes,
It's like those
exactly.
old movies, right? Where you got the hero, he's so strong
Yeah.
that the villain can't get him, so he goes and gets his girlfriend.
Exactly. Ties her up on the railroad tracks.
Oh yeah.
Oh,
yeah. So,
man.
oh my gosh.
Yep. Yeah. So there, and then he's off in the bushes going, hee 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 hee.
Yeah.
But we know it turns out in the end because it's not the first Adam; it's the second Adam that's going to save the day
Yes. Yep.
at his own
Yep.
expense.
Yep.
Yep. He's the one. So we've got all these wonderful things: the birds, fish, beasts, sheep, oxen. I like the sheep. I mean, David was a shepherd. This is a David song.
Yes. Yeah.
So if you ask David, so what? We need a list of animals
Yep.
that God has given us to care for. Boom, sheep first of all, and then the oxen. Okay,
The meek and weak versus the strong,
yes,
right?
Yeah.
He's got both of them.
he does. The sheep and oxen.
Oxen.
Yeah, big,
We're
strong.
heading to the threshing floor.
Exactly.
You don't have a lot of sheep that are going to be helping you at the threshing
Not
floor.
or helping you with anything.
All they do is just sit there and you just shear them.
You're right. They just grow hair.
And that's it.
I mean,
Yeah.
you wonder if one sheep ever comments on, "Boy, Bob, you really put on some inches there
Yeah,
today."
holy cow.
Yeah, I wish I could, put it out there like you.
Whew, I'm exhausted. I got sheared today.
Oh, and man, it's cold. It's got to be. Is there a draft in here or
I
what?
think I'm going to get a sweater.
Exactly. Had to be a bad day.
Oh, here's one. It's wool.
Yeah, right. This fits me like Bob. Great. Anyway, we better quit on verse 9. Or we're defeating the majesty of God.
Yeah.
So we go back to the beginning.
Yeah.
How majestic is your name
Yeah.
in all the earth.
And
How
it-
majestic is your name?
Well, I was just going to say, don't take the name of the Lord thy God in vain.
Right. Ooh, nice touch.
Oh, and then we can move over to, and hallowed be thy name.
Yeah.
Name represents us,
Yes.
right?
Right.
So if you use a name, we can say a name. We say Adolf Hitler. So, ooh.
Bad. Ooh,
Adolf-
yeah, no.
But I can say, Mom.
Mom.
Oh.
Oh,
Man,
what a
I can
story.
picture it. I can think of stories.
Oh,
I
God.
can
Yeah.
Yeah. So the manner in which you use someone's name reflects the relationship.
The very way you say it.
Yeah.
When you and I talk about mom or dad,
Yeah.
I think people realize, oh, that was a good relationship.
Yeah.
It is.
And I would feel bad if people who know me, they stub their toe and they go, "Oh, my Randy." Right?
As though you were somehow responsible for the toe
exactly.
stubbing. Like you pulled the chair out
like,
just
like,
in time.
oh, I got my tax bill. My taxes went up.
Oh.
Oh, Randy Rosh.
I've never thought of that.
Yeah.
Very, very good.
Yeah.
No,
I would be disappointed.
I would be. And then think of this. So how majestic is this idea, your name, that is you.
Yeah.
You and I might have just written it, how majestic are you?
Are you, O Lord?
In all that
No,
you
your
made.
name.
Well, in your name. You and I write prayers all the time. And we do prayers. We write prayers out.
yeah.
It says, I would have been so mundane and says, how majestic are you?
Well, yes.
Which is fine. People
Exactly.
would,
Yeah.
yeah, this is better.
But it reminds us, respect the name
yeah.
is respecting the person or the Lord. Yeah,
Absolutely.
the manner in which we use the name of the Lord reflects the relationship I have with him. Is it a flippant relationship? Is it a non-existent relationship? Is it an awesome relationship?
Awesome. And in that awe, aka a sense of fear to a degree, is also my hope and salvation. We live in Milwaukee where for a while now it's been the fear the deer is the motto of the Milwaukee Bucks.
Yep.
And when they did really well and won the championship, and that's very, very exciting. If you're a fan, you like to say that. Not in a, I'm afraid of these guys. I never go to a game or I never go anywhere near. But you ought to see how good they are.
Yeah. You
Wow. And we're on their side.
tread lightly.
Yeah. Or he's
Watch out.
taken us into his side.
Yep.
And we're there. And we get to be with all his stuff.
Yeah.
Well, it's a wonderful collection of, Lord, you made a wonderful place and you let us live in it. Isn't that amazing? I mean, that he lets us stay. Recently in a sermon, I talked about, hey, go to a mansion. Just an incredible, beautiful mansion. Tour this place. They got more bedrooms than you can count.
Yeah.
Fantastic. Takes you an hour to take the whole tour in. You're now by the front door again after this hour. And I asked people, so one question. Did they invite you to move in? No. In fact, people are like, no. Yeah, in my dreams.
Why would they?
Well, yeah. Even if they have a spare room, why would they let me in? But isn't that the beauty of this? Lord, you made this incredible space, and you said, hey, I've got a place for you right here, and a place in the next iteration, the next creation. Neither one will ever run out.
Because
as long as you're here, you're with me.
Your comment on that person who has that big house and gave you the tour, they don't say you want to move in. They might not even say you want to spend the night.
No, it's time to go
nice,
now.
It was nice to have you here.
Knowing you, they're opening the door.
Did I show you how big the driveway is?
Exactly. And even a Charlie Barrett 40-minute Midwest goodbye isn't going to last forever. It's time to go. There you go. Oh, it's all good. Well, we should thank our friends for being with us another time, another psalm.
Yep. And God willing, we're going to be here next week, and we'll have the chance to jump onto another psalm.
And we've got more to come.
We'll make that one a surprise. Not because we know what it is and we're excited, so we haven't chosen one
It's
yet.
a surprise to us.
It will be a surprise.
Right.
Yeah.
That's our trickle-down theory. May our surprise be yours.
I like that. So that gives you something to look forward to.
Exactly.
Right. So until our next episode, God bless you, and we'll see you in church.